Boy.
All right, let's start off this week with Joe. Joe, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking Sun Brew. It's from Four Peaks, people that make the real Kilt Lifter, and it's a
False.
Kolsch style ale. And as far as what I've been playing, I have been playing Elder Scrolls Blades on my phone, Old Republic on a PC. I did play the Fortnite Avengers crossover on my son's Switch, and it was fun. So, and yes, I downloaded Mortal Kombat 11, and I got to play like a few of the tutorials before this podcast. So, Miguel,
I just wanted to say mobile gaming's not gaming.
Agreed.
okay.
I feel like we've talked about it before, and you were on that same side.
Well, yeah, because they were all just like fucking Switch cheap little cell phone games, but this is actually a game that was put on the phone. So that little Mortal Kombat game you play on your phone isn't a game either.
I haven't actually touched it.
But this one actually, like, you control like movement and, you know, hack and slash and magic spells and all that other shit. So it feels like a real game. It doesn't feel like, you know, a cheapy fucking Toon Blast or Candy Crush or whatever the fuck you playing. No, it doesn't feel like that.
Sweet.
That's it.
All right. Sweet, man. We'll move on over to Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking water. Went to the gym today, so trying to stay on water and maybe a monster a day. So, yeah. I really thought about having beer because I had leftover beers from Sunday. I was like, I should just keep drinking my water. And I played a little bit of Days Gone and a bit of Mortal Kombat.
Sweet. All right, let's move on over to John. John, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking Kilt Lifter, the real Kilt Lifter out of Seattle from Pike's Brewery. So good. I've played... Shut up, Miguel.
You wouldn't even be drinking your fake Kilt Lifter if Joe didn't say something about it.
Yum, yum, yum. So this week I played a lot of Division, very little bit of Overwatch. Sorry for my armpit hair. I also played Batman Return to Arkham Asylum a little bit. And I think that's it. Yes, Miguel.
Do you miss me yet?
Yes. There was a point yesterday where I'm like, what do I play? I'm all alone. I guess I'll just go take a nap.
And then you went in and looked at your friends list and you're like, that bastard's playing Mortal Kombat again.
Yep. And then I went and took a nap. That's it for me. What about you, Chris? What are you drinking and what have you been playing?
All right, so I am drinking a Goose Island IPA. Pretty good IPA. I'm enjoying that. I'm on my third one, so can't wait till we get to rando shit. Hopefully I'll be on my sixth one. All right, and then this week I've been playing on my Switch. I played Football Heroes Turbo. Been playing the shit out of this. I actually picked up a game called
Blue Man Group.
Super Bloody Hockey 2, or what the fuck is it called? Hold on, I have my list right here. Super Blood Hockey. I picked that up on my Switch. So it's an arcade hockey game, and the violence is over the top, and you pretty much just smear blood all over the ice. It's pretty fun. It's like an 8-bit type of hockey game. It's pretty fun though. And then on my PlayStation VR, I played some Beat Saber. And then over on my Xbox, I played some Division 2, and I also played some Mortal Kombat 11. So, yeah.
How much did you play? Enough to give some thoughts?
I got through the tutorial, and then I played a couple just random fights. I didn't do anything else other than that. I'd say right now, I'm probably the equivalent of John at this point. I suck at this. This is a tough game. The fucking hard-ass game. I'm working on trying to figure out what character I like and what I can spam and what I can be a dick with. other than that, it's a fucking tough game. And a question for you too: is Reptile in this at all? No. Okay.
I mean, he's in the crypt, dead somewhere apparently.
Okay. So it might be an unlockable later on, possibly on the roster.
Crypt doesn't translate. I mean, there's speculation about how many characters they're actually going to have as DLC. I don't know.
Okay.
The fan page is driving me crazy. Like I always talk about, fan pages always irritate the fuck out of me.
Right. And that is pretty much me this week.
Real
All
quick.
right. Yep.
Joe, I know you played the tutorial. How does it feel to you so far?
I like it because it doesn't feel like I can just go into the game and just fucking mash buttons.
Can't.
No, so I like it because there's like a strategy, and in the responsiveness to the combos, I like it. So like there's a part in the tutorial where they have like a 3 hourglass, and they're like, tap these 3 buttons in succession, and I did it like, somewhat fast, and it pulled off the combo. So there's people that want that instant input, so where there's no lag between me pushing a button and a punch happening, which there isn't. But if I'm mashing the button, you're not going to get that rapid punch, like like in a Street Fighter game where it's like
It's that recovery time after you do a move.
Yeah. So
and when you get into like the more in-depth tutorials, they talk about that a lot. Recovery time to block, shut up, John. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are we still doing the podcast?
Yeah, we're talking about how you suck at fighter games.
I do, absolutely.
But I do enjoy. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. What is there not to enjoy with it? Well, huge fan. But to go from like a fighter, like a Dragon Ball Fighter Z, to Mortal Kombat, you can't even compare, because it's more. It does have that Tekken feel. It does have that DOA feel. That virtual fighter feel, where it's like you have to strategize, and you can't just go in mashing buttons and rotating the joystick and trying to do something. So
just know you got it on a perfect day, because there was the update, and the update decreased the difficulty of the AI, because the Towers of Time can be fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
So,
well, you know me, I was gonna say,
if you rage quit with the update, I haven't played it yet, but it was fucking difficult before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to the story, and I'm gonna play through the story and see, and go from there.
Sweet.
I do like the way the style of the characters look this time, though. They look pretty fucking badass. I mean, every character that I saw was very demonic looking and just dark. I love it. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, you. No, it looks fucking awesome. So I really enjoy the style of the characters.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Did you roam around and look at all the skins and whatnot by chance?
I did. I saw some pretty dope skins. It's a lot better looking than some of the other Mortal Kombat that I've seen in the past. So I mean, they've done an excellent job on the way they look. So cool. All right, so I guess it's time for the news. Joe, you ready, buddy?
I guess.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
All right, this week, sources BG247 and a few from Polygon. First up, Rocket League developer, which is Psyonix, will be acquired by Epic Games. So that's kind of big. They said nothing's going to change with the game as far as availability, and how they're going to, have content and everything. But nothing's going to change. It's just Rocket League. Psyonix is being acquired by Epic.
What is Epic's Endgame, do you guys think? Because, I mean, they have their store that they're selling shit on, and there's, like, games that are only being sold on Epic and not on Steam, and people are getting pissed off, and now they bought Psyonix. What is Epic doing?
I don't know. And Epic Games did go ahead and say that Rocket League will still be on Steam, so they're not going to pull it from Steam. It's just, Epic said from here on out, they're going to have exclusivity. What, Chris?
What are all the games that are by Epic? Is it Fortnite, right? Is Fortnite in there or no? Am I thinking of something different?
No,
What-
it's Fortnite.
Gears of War is an Epic game.
Yeah, Gears of War isn't Apex. No, it's not.
Apex is EA.
Yeah,
Yeah, EA for
the other
Apex.
E company. Yeah, but
John, it's your Google time.
yeah, but anyway, that's it for that article. Next up, let's get into some VR. We haven't talked about VR in a while.
Fuck yeah.
PC VR, not PS VR, but the real VR. So the Valve Index is officially unveiled, and the VR headset will be available for pre-order. Well, it is as of today. It's available. So after the first tease surfaced in March, Valve has announced the new VR headset along with specs and a July 1st release date. But yeah, July 1st release date, pre-order is today. Let's see. I'm not going to get too far into the detail. Let's do requirements, I guess. You got to have 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 10 or Linux or Steam OS, GPU, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 or more or higher, or AMD RX 480, and available DisplayPort required, and HDMI is not supported, which is like, CPU dual core with hyperthreading or better, USB 3.0 plus for headset cameras. So the display itself is going to have dual 1440 by 1600 screens. The LCD is full RGB per pixel, ultra low persistence global blacklight illumination. So frame rates are 80, 90, 120, and 144 gigahertz, or excuse me, 144 hertz.
That's why it's a DisplayPort.
Yeah. Field of view, 20% or more than HTC Vive. So, yeah, so you have eye relief, head size, IPD, speaker positions, rear cradle adapter included for those people with big heads. You get a 5-meter tether, 1-meter breakaway Trident connector, USB 3.0, DisplayPort 1.2, 12-volt power. Built-in speakers. It's kind of cool. And it has an aux headphone out. The camera, stereo, 960 by 960 pixel, global shutter, RGB. And the controllers, getting into all this bullshit. You know, they have a base station. Yeah, this seems like a lot. So the Valve Index VR kit is $1,000.
Well, those specs
that includes
a lot
that
higher than current gen.
Yeah,
So.
that includes the headset, controllers, and 2 base stations, and it does require a PC. They have a Valve Index headset and controller kit, which is $750, and it includes the headset and controllers, but requires a PC and a base station. And the headset standalone is $500.
Sounds about right for for the newer VR with better quality and whatever.
But to go,
Because I mean, I want to say mine was like 300 or 400, and like it's lower resolution, and whatnot.
But to go along with that, the Oculus Quest is portable VR, and it's much better because it's standalone and it's portable, self-contained VR, so you don't need a PC. It's $400 for the 64 gigabyte option or $500 for the 128 gigabyte option. Both versions come with the headset and 2 controllers for $500, and you don't need a PC. And it's like, yeah, you might not get the same graphical output, the same frame rate, but it's still VR on the mobile, and you're not using, like your fucking phone and a cardboard shit that, do that with, or a Switch.
Bravo.
Yeah, but it looks beautiful, and I think, and it doesn't require a tracking camera, so you don't have to have a camera. You put the headset on, and it tracks movement and everything. For that price, I would rather just go with the Quest. Plus, it comes with, I think, preloaded like the Vader game and a couple others. That's just my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, game we haven't played in a while. The Operation Spectre Rising kicks off. It kicked off this week. Treyarch had announced the next operation has rolled out on the PS4 with new modes, weapons, maps, and a Spectre specialist. So there's a new player. Yeah, so it's on PS4 right now, and I don't think it's coming to Xbox. Maybe it might be already out for Xbox. But you get new maps. They get Iceland, Masquerade in Russia, Bangladesh, somewhere in Bangladesh. I can't say that. And the return of Black Ops 1 WMD map set in Mount Yamantau, Russia. Yamantau. So yeah, new Blackout shit. So if we want to play Blackout, we can go ahead and get back into that. They got new customization, new weapons. They got another LMG and they call a Nifo OT melee weapon. So another specialist, more Black Ops, cool shit. If we're getting a little bit nostalgic at this point. All right.
John, that's a really nice sewing machine and Power Rangers chair there that you let us all see.
You can commence the eating of the dick.
Did you? I haven't gotten mine yet, so I'm still waiting.
Oh,
dick?
yeah. Dickatyourdoor.com.
Yeah.
Our new sponsor.
Yeah. All right. Can't wait for Puss in the Post Office box. Anyway.
Puss in the Post.
Puss in the Postal box. Sci-fi porn RPG Subverse, that's the name of the game, Subverse, which features Imp with 6 testicles, has raised over 1.5 million pounds. It's a Kickstarter, and it's a tactical RPG shoot 'em up. Questions? Anybody?
I'm so confused on everything you just said.
The title of the game is RPG porn?
No, the title of the game is Subverse. It's a sci-fi porn RPG. The campaign was put on Kickstarter, and it raised 1.5 million pounds. And it's made by the same company that does a lot of internet porn, animated porn, like Overwatch porn and stuff like that. But they're actually making a game. It's kind of like Mass Effect with more sex. So, and they need more money. So, and it's on Steam, or it will be on Steam. Chris?
Is that in the United States or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be released on Steam, so you can get it. Consoles obviously won't touch it. John?
How many testicles?
6.
That's a lot.
It's an alien.
Is that tentacles or testicles?
Testicles.
Okay, I'm just the weird porn shit.
Tentasticles.
That sounds like it would be hard to walk.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Oh man. Okay.
Well, thanks for that, Joe.
yeah, if you want to look it up, listeners, it's called Subverse, one word, and there's a cinematic trailer, a lot of boob bouncing. If you're into that kind of thing, which I don't know, be kind of cool. What?
Do they have pre-order perks like some free lube?
I don't know.
Like-
You'd have to.
Like
You'd have
perks.
perks. You'd have to look on Kickstarter for Subverse and see. I think it closes today, actually, and they're actually farther along with this game than they were with Star Citizen, which was supposedly the biggest Kickstarter campaign, and they're farther along with this game, it coming to creation, than Star Citizen. So
Bunch of dirty bastards.
Sick fucks.
why not? I'd do it if I had the money. Anyway, so donate. Let's see, Mortal Kombat 11, the update, which we were talking about prior to the podcast. It will give players free coins to make up for the Tower of Time issues. I'm not going to get too far into it, but I guess they're making it easier. And you get 500,000 coins, 500 hearts, 1,000 soul fragments, and 1,000 time crystals along with this update. For the Xbox One and PS4, they reduce AI difficulty, increase currency rewards in Towers of Time, and a thank you gift, which I just mentioned. For the Switch, there's 2 patches in progress. The character tuning to reduce difficulty and reduce AI health. Yeah, so if you want it easier, play it on the Switch.
The whole frame rate thing, from what I saw, it could potentially cause an issue, though, because you're not going to land the same stuff that you land on console.
No. So the first patch for the Switch doesn't give you the credits and all the gifts and shit. The second patch does. And for PC, I guess they're doing the same thing. So that's all I got for the news. Time for the dates.
Christmas and Mortal Kombat!
Sweet. All right, Miguel, you ready, buddy?
No.
Demonic States, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
Oh, fuck.
Let me find there's my page. It's gonna get dark, guys. It's gonna get dark. This week, coming out on 5/1, we have Crashbots on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Bird Game Plus Edition on Xbox. Puzzle Herder on Switch. May 2nd, we have World End Syndrome on PlayStation and Switch. Cyberpunk Bartender Action VA11 Hall A, which is supposed to be a play on Valhalla, I guess. PlayStation and Switch.
What a hell of a title.
Duck Game on Switch. Giga Wrecker Alt on Switch. 5.3 Bird Game Plus Edition on the Switch this time.
Plus.
No, plus edition.
Oh, gotcha.
It's all about math. You don't want it, Chris. Shakedown Hawaii on PlayStation and Switch. Black Paradox on Xbox and Switch. Giga Wrecker Alt on Xbox. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection on Xbox. Shadows of Adam on Switch. Purple Chicken Spaceman on Xbox.
Okay.
5.7 Descenders on Xbox. Puyo Puyo Champions on Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation. Reverse Crawl on PlayStation. And lastly, on 5.8, The Adventures of Bertram Fiddle, Episode 1, A Dreadly Business on Xbox. So, nothing coming out this week.
Yeah, basically. Now, it's funny because we were talking about that when we were hanging out. It's like, well, what's the next big shit coming out? And it's like, Rage? Maybe?
Yeah,
Rage
and that was
2?
like, meh.
Yeah, it's just like, nah. Other than that, I don't think anything else is coming out until maybe November.
Gonna
We
be
have
a
to-
very slow time.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait for E3. I mean, I know I'm getting Madden, obviously.
Do the viewers know my opinion on Bethesda games? Have I talked about it on podcasts or just with you guys directly?
I don't remember if you have or not. John would be the most recent listener that has listened
Well,
to...
he doesn't listen to me, so it's not a good place to go resourcing. So,
I don't know.
if we haven't talked about it, I'll give it a short version. I feel like Bethesda games are all reskinned versions of each other for the most part. Doom, Rage, Prey. They're like all the same game in a different setting to me. So, that's how I feel about Bethesda games, and that's why I don't care about Rage.
Well, that's why I like the fact that you didn't mention Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
it's-
It's like,
Well,
I'm out.
Fallout is.
no,
It
it's
is.
not.
It's an RPG version of those. It's just a fucking first-person shooter in RPG form.
You play ESO and you play Fallout. They're two totally different games.
But I'm talking about in comparison to Doom and Rage and
Doom.
Doom and Prey
And Rage.
and Doom and Prey.
Okay. Did you say Rage? You did, right?
I think isn't
Rage 2.
Dishonored is Bethesda too.
They have some one-offs, but for the most part, their games are all the same thing. Just my opinion.
Okay.
I'll respect that.
Yeah. All right. So, are you done, Miguel?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Let's move on down to the more you know with the Joker drone. John, you ready, buddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up. Come on down. It's time for the more you know with the Joker Drone.
No, he's not ready. He is talking to somebody right now.
Better be getting a beer.
No, she brought me tater tots.
Make sure you put them in your pocket.
Yeah, my daughter, she wants an ice cream cone. I told her she had to bring me tater tots in order to get said ice cream cone. And her brother's got to scoop it. My wife's not home.
Ah, nice.
All right, let's do this. The more you know.
Pop a tot. You know you want to, just pop a
This
tot.
week on The More You Know, I have nothing other than fill out the bracket, which is downloadable at consoledrones.com. My brother said he wasn't able to load it, but Joe went on and was able to download it on his computer, so it should be available. If you have trouble downloading it from the consoledrones.com website, you can email me at thejokerdrone@gmail.com, and I will send it to you.
Or you can text him at... I'm just kidding.
I will slap you.
Good luck. As
Little
long
pointer.
as long as you slap me with your beard, I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay. That means our faces would have to get really close together. So, yeah, that's all I got. And I have another child at my door. What? What, Ryan? Did you eat all your dinner? Yes.
Bring me tater tots
Help your sister.
and a beer.
I'm still good on beer, and I still have tater tots. So that's it for The More You Know.
Just real quick on the more you know, listeners, please make sure that you click on the view original version on the website, and then it will allow you to click download and download the bracket. So the bracket is in PDF form, so if you can somehow input the names, either just by putting a box over them or just fill them out to the best of your ability. We'll figure it out. If we have any questions, we can email you back. But please send in emails.
Just
Please.
do it in paint for extra points.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the prize.
Crayons.
Also, I'd like to add for the prize, I am making a purchase on Amazon for the listeners. It's going to have to do with sidekicks and side chicks, so I'm gonna purchase some sidekicks stuff that is relevant. I'm looking at like Cortana figures, Robin figures. There's all different types of things that I want to purchase. I put them
Harley
in
Quinn.
the cart, and I will add that to the loot box that we're creating.
Miguel will give one of his Harley Quinn statues.
I was actually about to ask Chris, did you say Sideshow Collectibles? Is that where you're getting those?
Absolutely not.
Miguel's going to submit under
I
an
know.
alternate email address.
Yeah, so I will be making those purchases. Those are the special prizes on top of the stuff that I said from last week. So, yes.
Yeah. Basically, the prize for the sidekicks and side chick is a loot box of merch from stuff that we like. So, yeah. Send in your brackets.
Speaking of merch, so I saw this Scorpion Spear bottle opener today, and I want it. It's not cheap.
What are they charging for that?
It's like $20.
For a bottle opener?
Yeah, I know. It looks badass.
Can you stab somebody with it?
You can stab anyone with anything. You just gotta push hard enough.
Well, then it's worth your money then.
I could stab John with my Reinhardt, and it would
That's what he
blunt
calls
force trauma, but it's still gonna penetrate.
Yeah. You said penetrate.
Oh, man. This is entertainment right here.
All right. That's all we got for The More You Know.
All right. Time to move on over to our What the Fucks for the week. Do we have any What the Fucks this week?
I
I
do.
got one.
Joe, yeah, everybody? Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, my what the fuck is what the fuck. Game of Thrones sucked ass. Sorry, in my opinion. I didn't give a shit
Your
about
opinion
everybody
is
was
flawed.
what?
Your opinion is flawed.
So is your beard. But it was like
Why would you? That is personal. That is crossing the line, Joe.
Wait, do you need a spoiler alert?
No, if you haven't seen
Okay.
it by now, oh well. Like I said last
So-
week, fuck you.
So this is your spoiler alert. Joe's being a dick.
Joe spoiler is fuck you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, everybody was complaining. Oh, it's too dark. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm like, what? I don't care. It's
Yeah.
at night. It's gritty because there's fire burning, so it's duh.
Yeah, on that point, I do agree. Everyone's bitching about how dark it is and how you can't see, and it's like, how do you think the characters felt?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and I had noticed that somebody had said I was watching Good Morning Football on NFL Network, and actually saw that who was it? Kay, the chick in Good Morning Football. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Anyway, but she was talking about, oh, it's your fault. You have a sucky ass TV and you can't see what's going on. But yeah, you're put in that place, and that's what it would look like if you were actually there. So
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to see shit.
yeah, so that's my what the fuck. The episode was kind of, you know, and I expected more out of the episode. But yeah, Miguel.
I feel like I expected more deaths, but thinking
Yeah.
back on it, there were quite a few. It's just they
It's
were
like the Dothraki, the Sully. It was like, who else you wanted to die? You want yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
like,
main character wise.
yeah, main character wise.
No, they're gonna save that for the.
Beric Dondarrion and Jorah Mormont and Theon.
And you have Lyanna Mormont, and you have the Red
Oh, yeah.
Woman.
Well, the Red
and,
Woman, she
yeah,
died,
and
but
you
she
have
wasn't
Ed.
killed. But
Yeah, Dolores Ed.
Yeah. So I mean, there were quite a few deaths. None of them were shocking. But yeah, I feel like they're because of the list of characters that died. I feel like nobody died.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's we can get into this later if we want to talk about. Well, if we want to talk about it now, might as well. But I just felt I don't know. This is like the enemy, and you get to the end and it's just like that's it. That's it. Why couldn't they fucking done this like a season ago? And then they would just take the whole army and then go fucking rape and skin Cersei alive and then have her eaten by the dragons and then shit out her corpse and then set that on fire and then have it washed away in the ocean and then sharks eat it. I don't care. But
You're getting pretty dark there, buddy.
well, yeah, it's Cersei. You have to match dark with dark. You can't be like, you're dead and point. Like if she dies like by suicide, I'm gonna be like, fuck Game of Thrones, fuck Game of Thrones, fuck Game of Thrones.
Can't be a worse ending than Dexter.
I never watched Dexter.
I never watched the ending of Dexter.
Oh, the show was great. The ending was shit,
But
in my opinion.
yeah,
Your
Arya's
opinion is
cool. You know, I'm still like shaken by, the nudity part, but I'm more accepting of it. My wife and I, we had a talk about it, and it was like, well, she's just 22. It's okay. But
And then you watch the episode again.
nah. I'm wait. I next on my list is Sophie. So I was like, and then Sophie. Can we get Sophie in the scene, please? But yeah, Chris doesn't care because he doesn't watch TV because he has no life because he has kids. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Right.
Yep.
He has kids.
No life. That's what the quotes were for. No life. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it
kids.
wasn't for the kids. Sorry. My other what the fuck
Baby. Yeah.
is Sonic the Hedgehog. Why? Have you seen the previews?
I've been ignoring it.
Oh, it looks. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. I think it looks pretty good to me. I mean, his teeth are a little weird.
Dude,
And it's
his
a little-
whole face and body looks disproportioned. His eyes don't look like they're separated. They're not like one, like Sonic. And Eggman is Jim Carrey. I mean, it's like, come on.
Well, I mean, Jim Carrey. I mean, it's Jim Carrey.
This just in, Joe's gonna love this movie when it comes out.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not even gonna watch it.
Watch, you're gonna like it.
Nope.
I'll buy it for you.
Just wait for the flip flops to come out.
Nope.
It's summertime.
Nope.
Get those flip flops, guys.
Nope. I cannot sit through a whole movie knowing that Sonic looks the way he does. Have you ever seen that meme where it's like that taxidermy fox that's sitting in a chair and he's looked all like tweaked
I sent
out?
that meme today to somebody actually.
And they have it where it's like it's Sonic instead of that fox, and that's all I'm seeing right now is they fucked up Sonic so bad, and then they make. Why do they have to do live action shit? Just make it an animated movie. It's like live action Lion King. Nobody gives a fuck. Oh, how does it end? Go ahead, John.
I'm excited for the Pikachu movie with Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
But see, that's different because it's Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Yeah.
Like I said, I literally sent that gift today.
But yeah, the Pikachu movie is different. I would go see Pikachu over the Sonic movie just because, it's Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, and all the Pokemon fans are like, oh, I don't want Pikachu to talk. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Go catch him all. But yeah, I mean, it's like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I know, it's like the ESPN. Come on, man. That's my come on, man. That's all I got for what the fucks.
Who's next? Who's got a what the fuck?
This isn't really a what the fuck. I just want to cover it, and I don't want to make it amazing. Joe looks really scary right now. Played Days Gone, and I don't know if it's because I'm on a Mortal Kombat high right now, but I'm just like kind of like whatever. I don't know if I got far enough to care. I literally only played for like an hour and a half before I went to Joe's house on Sunday, and I haven't touched it since. I was iffy on getting it just because I'm on this Mortal Kombat high, so don't rely on me for a review of this game. I'll play it eventually, but there's no telling when. John?
My what the fuck is over the last week, I've been all alone, Miguel. What the fuck? You abandoned me to go play that dumbass Mortal Kombat bullshit. Now I'm all alone. I don't have anybody to play Overwatch with. I don't have anybody to play Division with. I'm so lonely.
So lonely and roboty. So lonely.
I'm so lonely.
What about Chris and Joe?
I did
Why is
play
it on
Division.
me?
It was I forgot to put it on my list, but I did play Division for about 30 minutes, and I beat one of the missions, and nobody was on. So I'm like,
That's
I
how John
tried.
feels every day.
That's how I feel every day.
I tried. I mean, even Spartan got on. Like I was on, Spartan got on, and then he was playing, but we never got together. We never gamed or anything. And I was like, okay, it seems like it comes in waves. Like we all get together and then we all disappear. Then we all get together and we all disappear. So when's the next time we're gonna get together? When Red Dead Online comes on, or what?
Well, that's already on, and it's
What?
crap. I say we play Mortal Kombat, John.
I don't own Mortal Kombat, Miguel.
But that's not
Go
like a
purchase
group
Mortal
effort.
Kombat.
I think we're all waiting for the big, like
Yeah,
the
there's
raid.
tag. We can do tag.
No.
May. It's gonna be May.
It is
It
May.
is May.
Well, I mean, for the raid. I know it's May 1st, but
When is that raid coming out?
They haven't said yet.
it just said May.
Bastards.
I know. I think that's when we'll all get back together. Is like, hey, the raid's on. Let's all get on. Let's all do this raid and
Miguel's
bitch about how
looking
complicated it
questionable.
is.
Just make John the clan leader, and he can make new friends and invite more people.
I don't want to make new friends. I like the friends I have. Jerk.
Like I told Marcus and Nate, Mortal Kombat is life. You had warning. You knew this was coming. We've talked about it since, what, October?
I mean, I'd be interested in revisiting Red Dead. Honestly, I'm still open for it. I just wanted to wait for all the beta shit to go through. I didn't know it actually officially launched.
Oh, it
was.
did?
I thought it was still in beta.
So there's actually a story now?
Yeah, from what I've heard, it has not officially launched yet. It's still in beta
Oh.
because
I
they're
thought
talking
I
about
thought
how you
said
can.
it was.
No, no. From what I'm hearing is you're going to be able to own properties and do all this other bullshit, just like GTA Online, but it's going to be Red Dead. And I'm like, what the fuck, Rockstar? Hurry up! Before
Sorry,
this...
what I had heard you say initially was that it was launched and no longer in beta. So sorry, that's why I was
Oh,
confused.
No, I said I was waiting for it to launch because it's still in beta. But yeah, yeah. I'm down for more Division, but like I just downloaded Mortal Kombat today, so I'm kind of like, I don't know if Mortal Kombat's going to be life, but I want to play the story, and then that's it. I never really play online multiplayer because you got people like this guy that want to spam all the time, and then I'm like, fuck you, done.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you're above me, always.
Okay.
Have fun fighting Chronica. Good luck. Well, when you're ready to rage quit, let me know and I'll tell you how to beat her.
Okay.
Or you can come play the Division.
Yeah, we should have Division dates.
Yeah, I like that.
You guys want to go on a date in the dark zone?
Last time I tried to
Maybe go
schedule
the
shit
Grand
with
Washington
John,
Hotel?
it never fucking happens. Why should I?
Well, no, you
I
scheduled
was
it
there
with
and
Chris,
then I had to leave.
and it was your birthday, and then he didn't show up, but everybody else
God,
did.
here we go again.
Unless Joe's scheduling it, I'm not committing. Fuck you guys.
Oh,
Commitment issues, Miguel.
Yeah,
We need to
because
talk
I get
about this.
bailed on all the time.
sorry, man.
No, you're not.
My
But John's
life's-
gonna have all this free time once, like, he graduates.
Oh, I'm done now.
There's a lot of free time to play Mortal Kombat.
Nope, don't own it.
Yeah, hit me up. I work from home now officially.
Yay! I
Sweet.
don't.
It's so fun. Buddy who
You're breaking up
sits
again.
at home. Oh, I said it's so funny because I'm always like, I have a buddy who works at home, and I don't know how much he actually works.
That's it for all of my what the fucks. Fuck you, Miguel.
Miguel, you got any what the fucks, or did you already go?
I did. I talked about Days Gone. It wasn't really what the fuck, but I don't think I have anything else other than $20 bottle opener for fuck. Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I
Do you
don't.
have any what the fucks?
I mean, we already knew Rosen was getting traded.
Yeah.
So there's no what the fuck there, to be honest. I don't think Patrick Peterson's getting traded. I think they're going to stick with him for now.
Who
but
signed Rosen?
Miami.
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Yep.
It's Fitz Magic and Rosen.
Yeah. So we'll see how all that stuff turns out. I don't really have any what the fucks though. Actually, no, I do. This kind of goes off of the football stuff too. I keep reading on the comments of Cardinal fans, and I'm sorry to bash on the Cardinal fans, but there are some dumb motherfuckers in there that do not know what the fuck they're talking about. That's cool bottle opener, Miguel. But they're constantly bitching about O-line. When are we going to get O-line? Why haven't we gotten O-line? What the fuck? Why are we drafting these people? And they don't understand what the PFFs are all about. They don't understand that you want to pick the best man on the board. Who gives a fuck about O-line at this point in time? And also, they weren't paying attention to last year. First of all, last year, we lost our O-line within like game 2 or 3. Our starting O-line, the best players that we've had, DJ Humphreys and fucking a lot of other O-line. I can't remember who they are now because I've been drinking, but
Wasn't
yeah,
IU Potty? Was it? No, he was released, wasn't? Is he?
Mike Upati's gone this
Oh, yeah.
year, but he did get hurt this last year. Justin Pugh got hurt. We lost some solid players in the beginning, and then they're not paying attention to free agency. We hired signed a bunch of free agents that are solid, like Marcus Gilbert and fucking J.R. Sweezy and Squeezy's pretty good. See, I mean, even a Seattle Seahawk fan is flipping me off right now because Sweezy is good. He knows it. And
Yeah.
we picked up a quarterback like Kyler Murray that's similar to Russell Wilson, and J.R. Sweezy knows how to protect him just like he protected Wilson. There are a lot of O-line that we've picked up, and then on top of it, you've got free agency that's not over yet. We've got a lot of fucking time before the season starts to pick up our O-line and figure that shit out. And people are just fucking whining and being negative bitches, and I'm sick of it. But anyways, that's my what the fuck. Is just stupid shit like that. Questions all around. What's up, fellas?
Have I mentioned how fan pages are the worst?
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Miguel. Very true. Joe, what's up?
Well,
So my answer to that is I completely agree with you, Chris. Everybody has been. I'm not picking sides, but you have to give the Cardinals some credit for going out and getting Kyler Murray. Is there a real need for an O-line when you have a quarterback like Kyler Murray that is best when he's on the run? So if he's out in the open and he's got field, he's taken off. He's not going to be a pocket passer. The Cardinals' offense of old with fucking Kurt Warner and however many backups you had and Rosen, that's all gone. So the Cardinals' offense of old is gone. So with Kyler Murray coming in, he's not going to be a pocket passer. He's going to be on the run. I'd hate to say you compare him to Russell Wilson, but I'm going to kind of say he's like Patrick Mahomes, but we know who's better. But I'm just trying to give the Cardinals some credit because everybody's putting all of their eggs in the basket with Kyler Murray, and it's like, they still have David Johnson. Wait, John, let me finish my point, damn it. They still have David Johnson. You still got Larry Fitzgerald. They just picked up, who else was that?
Andy Isabella.
Butler. Was it Butler?
Hakeem Butler. That was in the second round, too.
Yeah, Hakeem Butler. He's like 6'6". He's this huge wide receiver that Kyler Murray, if he's on the run, he can just toss it to him and boom, open, touchdown, whatever. But it's like, come on, you got to give the Cardinals some credit. They did really well. I mean, yeah, they sucked last year, but they're making improvements, and they're improving in the areas that they needed. They don't really need an O-line because you've got Kyler Murray. John?
I disagree. I'm going to use the Seahawks as an example. Russell Wilson, a comparable quarterback, right? A couple of years ago, we did not have a good O-line, and Russell Wilson got sacked. It definitely needed an offensive line. It was a year before that. We actually made improvements last year. Offensive line is definitely important, even when you have a mobile quarterback. Yeah, Russell Wilson, he and Kyler Murray, they're mobile quarterbacks and they can get around, but they need time. If they're going to do a pass, they need time to be able to throw the ball. Otherwise, Russell Wilson led our team in rushing. He's a quarterback. He's supposed to throw the ball.
But that's what I was talking about, improvements. We've made O-line improvements, major improvements that no one's paying attention to right now. But that's okay. You'll see it during the season. I guarantee it. Go ahead, Miguel.
Is Murray going to start as a rookie?
He's starting. We got rid of Rosen. He was our starter, so now Murray is our starter.
Yeah, Keim is on record saying that he will start game 1 against Detroit.
Yes, that is our starter. Another thing is Kyler Murray he's in a different bracket than a Michael Vick or somebody who's a running quarterback. He's more of a passer than he is a runner. His eyes are always down the field. If you watch his tape all the time, he's throwing it, and he can throw it at angles. He can do everything a pocket passer can do. He's basically a pocket passer that can run. That's who he is.
So he's Russell Wilson.
He's Russell Wilson 2.0. That's what everybody's saying. We'll have to see during the season. I'm not the one to say that's who he is, but that's what the talk is about. So we'll see what it is. I'm excited about it. I'm also mad that Rosen's gone because I was a Rosen fan, but I can see why there's controversy if Rosen was in the locker room with him. There's a lot of people they're half and half with this quarterback situation, and we'll just see what happens. Go ahead, Miguel.
You mentioned controversy, and I'm not a fan of Rosen strictly because of the whole draft thing about he threw a fucking bitch fit that he wasn't top 3.
He did.
But that was automatically for me. I'm like, I don't like that guy. So
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. If he was in the locker room and you had your new quarterback, it would just be drama because he's too
Absolutely.
fucking cocky, and yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, and what I like about Kyler Murray is that he's a humble dude. He's super humble. And don't get me wrong with Rosen, he took the professionalism and everything during the time about trade talks and all this bullshit before the draft happened. He carried himself professionally, and he did it the right way. You know what I mean? To get traded over to Miami, he's got a great attitude. He thanked the fans and everything. So he changed his way from the beginning where he was at college to where he now is as a professional in the NFL. So I give him that credit, and I hope he does well. But I'm all in with Murray right now, and I hope it's going to be an exciting game when we go see him play in Arizona against Seattle. I think that'll be an awesome game to see.
Go Hawks.
Go Cards.
Did you order your jersey already?
No, I'm not doing. I never order a jersey until they have to prove that they're an actual player in the NFL before I even buy a jersey. So, just like when I saw Patrick Peterson and he became a monster, I bought his jersey. Tyrann Mathieu became a monster, I bought his jersey. Joe happens now, so hopefully he does well for you. I'm praying that he does. So
Patrick Mahomes, Joe's buying the Madden cover.
absolutely. I mean, I think Mahomes is a fucking tremendous quarterback, and the air raid system is huge in the NFL, and it's translating well. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious and excited about this season. We'll see what happens. So
I just hope Wentz gets back to 90%.
I do too. I think it'd be good. We have all four of us have some badass quarterbacks if they pan out. For me, at least. Joe panned out. Russell Wilson.
Russell's already won the Super Bowl, so he can.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye, Felicia.
you're frozen like that.
Everybody
But
free?
anyway, okay, you're back.
You're back.
Well, I mean, Wentz helped get to a Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but
Foles.
hey,
Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick. And we'll see how he does on the Jaguars. So on the Jags, that'll be pretty cool if he becomes a good starting quarterback. That'll be interesting. But this year's going to be pretty cool. That was my what the fuck though.
here's to the no Madden curse this year. Good luck, Joe.
Good
Cheers
luck, Joe.
to that.
Cheers.
Jesus.
Amen, brother.
Woo.
That's pretty much my what the fuck, Miguel. You're right. Fuck fan sites. Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
the fans don't know. I mean, they're all passionate. We're all passionate, all four of us. But to go as far as like, you're not making the decisions. There's a reason why there's a GM. There's a coach, and there's a reason why there's a front office. Because if the fans were actually, part of it, the decision making process, all the teams would be broke because nobody could afford all the players, and everybody would shit on the Patriots, of course.
Yeah, I know the Eagles fan page gets fucking ridiculous anytime someone leaves a team. Oh, we need to go after this person. Shut up. Shut up. Stop.
Exactly. I feel like saying the same thing. Like, shut the fuck up, everybody. There's a reason why they have scouts, GMs, and all that bullshit in the front office. We're not the ones that doing it. We just have to like it or dislike it. That's it. And shut the fuck up. I hate your goddamn opinions. That's my what the fuck.
And just to emphasize, this is not just like sports fan pages. This is also like gamer fan pages.
Absolutely. There's a lot of fucking
Trolls.
people like to speak up when they don't know shit, and it drives me nuts.
Oh, and it's not only that, it's also seeing the same exact thing in your feed 17 times in a matter of 2 minutes of scrolling.
Yeah,
Because people don't fucking read shit and they just... Yeah, it's annoying.
it is very annoying. But yeah, that was my what the fuck. So I guess we're going to move on to the main topic for the week, and that is going to be Endgame, the movie. So without further ado, I'm going to go take a piss. You guys enjoy the movie talk, and I'll be right back. All right, whoever wants to start it, go for it.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Hey, no, wait, no. Fuck you! You haven't
if
seen
you haven't-
Endgame yet. Fuck you.
If you haven't seen any Endgame yet for any reason, please turn off the podcast now.
Fuck you,
We're
Chris.
giving fair
Fuck
warning
you.
of spoilers. Yeah, so turn it off. Don't turn it back on. Don't jump to any time spot because that's going to probably be the rest of the episode.
He's
Is
secretly
Endgame,
listening.
Endgame and Game of Thrones spoilers. Hey, we already
Well, we already spoiled Game of Thrones, but yeah.
Yeah, don't Don't listen anymore. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe.
Thanos dies.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Twice.
Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will keep saying this, and I probably will forever say this, that the Marvel in like these 22 movies that have been out for the past 10 or 11 years, this is the most epic story that has ever been told in the movies. I'm even saying this as a Star Wars fan. It's even better than Star Wars. So at this point, Marvel, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And continue with the good work. Thank you, Disney. Thank you, whoever's involved. Yeah, I can't say any more than thank you because...
Thank you, RDJ,
And
for
I
getting
wanna,
this all started. Getting this all started.
and I want to thank the Rat in Endgame. The Rat is like the star of the game or the movie because without the Rat, Ant-Man wouldn't come back. Anyway, you know,
Oh yeah.
the
yeah.
Rat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, who's your favorite character? And everybody's polling, and there's like the Rat's like 5%. Everybody else is like Captain America and Iron Man. It's like the Rat. Without him, Ant-Man wouldn't come back. And then,
Then time travel would not have happened.
exactly. So,
Oh yeah, there's time travel.
oh God, the movie. I told John, he texted me when after he saw it. I said, I was bawling like a menstrual woman watching The Notebook. I was like, tears were just continuously running from my face. First, it was like excitement, happiness, and then I was like, fuck. And then the ending, I'm just like, you know. And then even my 10-year-old son, he's like rubbing my shoulder. He's like, it's okay, Dad. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like, shut up. Let me enjoy this movie. Let me cry. I want to cry. I'm a nerd. I want to cry.
I only get to experience it like this once.
Once. Yes.
Yeah, my Eli cried. I'm not sure about Ryan. He was sitting on the other side of my wife. Oh, I forgot my what the fuck. I have a what the fuck related to this. Should I share it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
For it.
So we bought our tickets ahead of time. We went on Saturday for a 4:25 showing on a Saturday, a movie that came out 2 days before. My wife didn't want to leave the house till 4, and it's a 15-minute drive to the theater.
So no
Fuck.
concessions for you.
No, I got concessions, and I told her I'm going to be pissed if we have to sit in the front row. I like to be early to make sure we get seats. Yeah.
You guys don't
we
have
sat-
assigned seating?
No, not at that one. No, it wasn't for that showtime.
That sucks.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
sat in the second to front row, so I'm looking at the movie doing this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she apologized profusely.
You should have left without her. I'll be at the
honestly-
theater.
Honestly, I told her I'm never taking her to a movie again. It was we actually had an argument about this on the way there because my wife and I have been married for 13 years now. It'll be 13 years in November, and I was like, I'm mad because after 13 years of marriage, you don't care that I hate being late. I want to be early to everything. She doesn't want to show up until after the previews are over. I was like, you don't understand.
That's the whole
This
point of
is
going to the
opening weekend.
movies.
This is opening weekend. Like, I missed the whole first scene of the movie. I walked in. Yeah, I walked into the theater as Jeremy Renner was running out into his front yard. I don't know what happened before that.
Oh, nothing really. His daughter was shooting a bow.
Yeah.
Some disappeared. Yeah.
Well, that was yeah.
Man,
You
Yeah.
actually didn't really miss anything.
But that's not the point. The point is, I missed the beginning of the movie. I had to sit up front because my wife doesn't fucking care about me being early and getting good seats at a movie, and it pissed me off. Yeah. So it was, a little tense for a couple hours.
I'm sorry.
That was my what the fuck that I forgot from earlier, Chris.
Right on.
Other than that, the movie was amazing. Very sad that Iron Man and Black Widow died.
Yeah, it's yeah, RDJ. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it was so. I don't know. As soon as I saw Doctor Strange go like this, and I was like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck!" In my head, I was like, "I knew it! God damn it!" You know. And then I was like, and then all of a sudden, you know, and then I was like, oh. And then I'm Iron Man. Oh, fuck you, Thanos. Anyway,
That's right.
but just say the most epic scene in the movie in all of cinematic history. I think this is like even more epic than like the Lord of the Rings battles and anything on Game of Thrones or fucking any movie period. I mean, I think this is bigger than Star Wars. That one scene where Falcon's like, on your left, Cap, and then you see the portal open, goosebumps. Like even now I'm talking about it, I got fucking goosebumps. And then just to see everyone. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, that was like the first part of the epic scene. I mean, there's probably like from that beginning all the way until the snap was just epic. And then
Mjolnir.
that's
Yeah.
When, oh my god. When I was like, wait a minute. When I saw Mjolnir, I was like, hold on, wait, okay, all right. At first, I thought it was Vision, but then I was like, wait a minute, he died before the snap. Chris, you're an asshole. But yeah, when Cap fucking picked that up, and I was just like, motherfucker, yeah, he is worthy. We're not worthy.
Yeah.
We're not worthy.
That was amazing.
Oh my god, man. That was
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor was funny.
That was hilarious.
On a side note to Fat Thor, all the fucking snowflakes getting pissed off about fat shaming and Thor in Avengers. Give me your address. I want to send you a chocolate dick. Go eat a dick.
Yeah. Please send us all of your addresses on consoledrones@gmail.com and we will send you an eat a dick.
Joe, are you there?
Hello?
You cut out pretty good, dude.
Okay. You were cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying.
It totally sounded like you were edited out because it was like, go eat up.
Maybe Discord is like, you will not say this.
Filter.
Yeah.
Filter.
But
They seriously got mad over that shit? That's crazy. Fucking snowflakes.
Well, it's because Thor is like super depressed and he's eating. Yeah, so.
Fucking movie.
But they fat shamed him.
A non-fictional one at that. I mean, come on. I mean,
You mean a fictional one?
fictional one. Sorry.
Fictional.
My bad. I got it.
I mean, it could be nonfiction. I wish it was. But anyway, no, I mean, it's just like the same people that were fat shaming Thor were probably the ones that were talking about how Marvel Universe was victimizing women and degrading women. And you see that fucking scene in Endgame when all of the badass women were like, no, we're going to protect Spider-Man. And it was just like, fuck yeah, I was going to stand up and scream, girl power! Because I mean, it was every woman in the Marvel Universe was like, no, you will leave Spider-Man alone. And I was just like, yeah, fuck yeah, thank you. But Kevin, however you say his name, Feige. God, dude, you did an awesome job. Russo brothers, just amazing. Keep it up with the storytelling and just keep this rolling. Do not stop. If you go into the X-Men, that's fine. If you go into Fantastic Four, that's fine. But just keep it rolling. Keep this Marvel juggernaut going. Do not stop until DC is dead and only in the comics.
You shut your mouth.
Fuck Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. Fuck all of that. DC suck a dick.
Fuck
Marvel
you, Joe.
is the shit. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not going to disagree, but fuck you, Joe.
Maybe DC needs to hire better writers and directors.
Well, that's why they hired
James Gunn for the next Suicide Squad.
I mean, their cinematic universe is just shot right now, and I understand that, but just a couple topics of discussion on the movie. I like to open up cans of worms on things that don't make sense to me in the movie. The Iron Man gauntlet. First of all, how do a lot of these people even wield the stones? Because the whole thing is like, there's no one strong enough to wield one stone. You are gonna wield two, Thanos, and you're super powerful. How? I get Hulk is super strong. Okay, Tony Stark. I don't think he should even be able to. I'm not saying.
I mean, he died.
He
because of
did.
it,
He did
so-
die because of it. But I mean, all the Guardians of the Galaxy almost died combining their power for one stone. He had 6 stones, and he shouldn't have even been able to do anything. But yeah, go ahead.
I was actually thinking that Star-Lord should have been the one to put the gauntlet on because he's half.
He
God.
fucked it up in the first place. Fuck Star-Lord. Fuck you,
I was-
Star-Lord. You fucked it
I
up in the
was
first
waiting
place.
for Star-Lord's redemption from Infinity War, and it never happened.
No,
Yep.
that's what he
Never
gets.
happened.
He gets a Gamora with her mind erased. So fuck you, Star-Lord. Fuck you.
But anyways, back to the gauntlet. So Thanos' gauntlet is made by the dwarves of what is it called? Nevavalier, something like that.
The Doors of Dinklage, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Peter-
those ones
Peter Dinklage, yeah.
who craft god weapons, right? They
Yeah.
craft god weapons for the Aesir, whatever they're called, the
Aether?
Norse
Oh.
gods.
Yeah.
So they craft weapons for them, and they're the only ones that can make the gauntlet for Thanos. Yet Tony Stark somehow builds a gauntlet that can handle the power of the stones. He himself handles the power of the stones. Makes no sense to me. This is just I'm going off into logical territory.
But
I know.
to answer that, you have to take into consideration that you have Bruce Banner, you have Tony Stark, who are like the brightest minds in the Marvel universe, and they could have, since they know what each energy is, and they could get that signature, they could design a glove to contain each one and not necessarily attach itself to the glove, because I think that's how he was able to get all of them off. Was because when Thanos was getting ready and you see Tony like go up and he grabs all of the stones, and then
Okay.
next thing you know he's got him on him and he's like, fuck you, I'm Iron Man, and he snaps. But that's how because he designed the glove, that's how the stones were easily removed.
You know who should have been there to help him design the glove? Shuri should have been there.
I'm just
she got
waiting.
snapped,
There's going to be, the whole black community. They're going to say, oh, well, Shuri wasn't there. She was smarter than Tony and this and that. But you have to remember, Black Panther was one of the first ones to come out of the portal. So there's no race card there.
Yeah, I wasn't saying race card. I was just saying that she is one of the right minds. So
No,
it should
yeah.
have been her, Tony and Bruce. Also, I've posed this question to John, and now I pose it to you. So, okay, time travel rules established. You need a Pym particle to go back in time, and a Pym particle
Chris.
to go back to your normal timeline forward, right?
Yeah.
So, Nebula goes back. She has 2 Pym particles. She goes back, uses 1. Boom, she has 1 left. Bad Nebula takes her stuff and now has a Pym particle. Bad Nebula goes back to the present, consuming Pym particle. How does Thanos' ship make it to the present? On the flip of that, we did see her hand him the Pym particle. So how did she get back to the present?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Side note, sidetracked. But Chris isn't listening. But the fact that he has to edit the podcast means he's going to listen to this shit all over again. So put your headset back on. You put your headset back on. You dumbass. Jesus.
But to the viewers, to these scenarios I posed, if you have an answer, please tell me.
Yeah, that's a legit question. Chris, I was saying is you're editing the podcast, so you're going to hear this shit anyway. So
That's true. That's very true.
unless we just unedit from us saying
No.
spoiler and you say I'm from here, you can put in the podcast from this point on. I am not editing the podcast, so this is all raw footage. And then,
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for gaps because I'm watching your WAV file. So there's some significant gaps in there.
We'll
You guys
leave.
paused.
We'll leave that gap because it's kind of like a thinking moment. We're all thinking like because Miguel posed a question. We're like thinking about it. So I would just leave it in there.
It's
He's
pretty
watching. He's watching the sound of your voice.
That
Yeah.
sounds creepy.
I am.
Or I mean, you can just send Joe the audio and he can edit it, and you can add in stuff to the beginning and end.
I don't have
That's
that software.
Back and forth. I'll edit the podcast audio.
Well, what I'm saying, Joe, is you're gonna put it over the video, right?
Actually, lately, because I don't know what Filmora is doing, but it won't allow me to. I can download the complete podcast, but it cuts a half an hour out of the end of it. So for the video, I'm just gonna have to use the raw audio that we have for the video.
Well, then just edit the video and then send Chris the audio, or just upload the audio and don't worry about Chris.
We'll just have two separate experiences. You have the video audio, and you want the podcast audio to be the best because people are just listening. But the video audio, you get the video with the audio, so we'll get both play. And
So
because
you can see us raising our hands and not saying anything.
Yes, absolutely.
yeah,
So at this moment, I invite Chris to remove his headphones again, if he would like to, and we can continue discussion if there is further conversation.
yeah, I wanted to say
Not here. Just so you know, I forgot that I can talk still.
So yeah, the first question I had of the entire movie was who the kid was at Tony's funeral. What, Chris?
Can you guys do this when it's ready for me to put my earphones on? Thank you.
Anyway, and I had to Google it as soon as we left the theater. I Googled who was the kid in the funeral, and come to find out that was the kid from Iron Man 3 that helped him through his depression and anxiety and all that shit. That's who
the
that
little
kid,
inventor kid.
Yeah, the kid with the blonde hair. So
Yep.
that's why I was like,
Yeah,
I was like looking at everybody in the cast, and I was like, okay, well, who's that? So
Yeah, I was too, and that's why when I saw the Guardians, I was like, "Where the fuck is Gamora?" Never mind.
yeah, and I
That
still
it's
want
not the same Gamora.
so far all the directors have been answering, or the directors have been answering all of the questions that people have had, and the one question I do have is, what is the pounding of the iron significant? What is the significance of that at the end of the movie? I don't know if you caught it, but right when the Marvel Studios logo came up, you heard tink, 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 and I'm like, what does that mean? Is that like a tribute to Tony when he was building the first Iron Man or Iron Suit, or what is that? So a lot of people are speculating it's somebody building something new. It could be the kid is actually building an Iron Man suit, or what, but I don't know.
I think most likely it's just a nod to the origin of this entire universe, which was so. Yeah, John, anything?
So a little bit off topic, but I actually watched a video today, maybe it was yesterday, saying how Blade is responsible for the Marvel Cinematic Universe being successful. The first Blade movie was the first one that Marvel made that was actually successful. I watched the video and they explained it, and it was like, all right, that's actually a legit point.
That's
Blade,
true.
Like Marvel made some crappy movies back in the day, and then Blade was the first one that came out with a Marvel character that was really successful. So yeah. Thank you, Tony Stark and Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., for bringing on the modern Marvel universe. But a little bit of credit goes to Blade for helping Marvel be successful and even getting this far.
Mm-hmm. Love you 3000, Tony.
So sad.
I know. But
Okay, well, back to my topics. Since you did bring up I Love You 3000, Tony, why didn't they just go back like 20 minutes and bring that Tony forward and go back and go get Black Widow and bring her forward like Gamora?
But my question would be, if they returned the Soul Stone, because Captain America was supposed to return all of the stones back to the timeline, right? So if he returns the Soul Stone back to whatever planet it was on, then Black Widow would come back, right?
Nah,
Or
I mean-
she already, since the sacrifice was already made, she was the Soul Stone. So how does he technically return the
Put it
Soul
back?
Stone? Like, I
Well,
was
how
just
does he
kidding.
return
No,
the
she's
Aether?
not dead here. No, she didn't. No. You
How
know,
does he return the Aether into Jane? I mean, there's a lot of
just injects
stuff in
her
there.
with it.
Yeah. Injection!
You just leave it vague.
But I mean, they totally had the ability. Well, yeah, they had the ability because, I mean, Cap went back in time again to go and be like, okay, hey, Iron Man, you're gonna die in like 2 hours from now. We're taking you and post that time, and you'll be there. I get it. They gotta phase out characters. I totally understand that, and I'm just saying logically, they could do
could
the same
have.
thing that happened with Gamora.
They could have. They could have gone back, taken another Pym particle, another suit, and got Robert Downey and brought him to the future. But then you would have the past Tony in the future, and then he would be like Gamora, where he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, up until that point.
But I mean, that's easily, hey, you snapped and you killed Thanos.
Right, but if you remove him from that timeline, he doesn't kill Thanos.
But the whole thing in their timeline arguments is you can go back to the past and kill baby Thanos, but that's not going to change the future. Everything's going to still be the same.
That doesn't make any sense because if you kill,
Those are the rules they established in the movie.
yeah, I'm with War Machine. It was just like, you know,
That is dark.
It's super dark.
it's
Yeah.
like, so what? It's Thanos. Kill him and he's a baby.
But yeah, the whole rules of the timelines that they established was you can go back and change something in the past, but it's not going to change your future. Your future already happened.
Yeah, so it's not going to change your timeline. It's going to change that timeline where Thanos doesn't exist. I guess. But if
Yeah.
you go back far enough, everything's on one timeline, right? Unless you don't go back. You say fuck the
Yeah.
future. You change the past and you live in that. And you don't go back to your time. I don't know. You'd have to
Alright.
get like some quantum physicist and all some time bullshit. Every time you mess with time, like they were making fun of in the movie, like Back to the Future, like was, yeah. What I remember what Ant-Man said, but
Rest in peace, Scott Lang's taco. If we could go back and fix one thing, I would fix his taco.
nah. But the Hulk
Yeah.
gave him 2 for the one he lost. So yeah, Professor Hulk.
I just wish they would have explained the whole Hulk MIA in Infinity War.
Well, they kind of touched on it a little bit because he was like, "Oh, I had to figure out if I was going to be me or if I was going to be the Hulk or what." So I figured
Yeah.
embrace the 2 and I become,
Yeah,
Professor
but-
Hulk. But
But the whole, come on, Hulk, I need you. No! I mean, they never really explained why he was being like that. So,
well, maybe
would've been a nice
maybe they'll
loop to
discuss
close.
it in another movie in the future. I don't know.
All right, so let's wrap up the Endgame talk and bring Chris back. I have a question for
Okay,
everybody.
for
All right.
Chris,
so Chris, if you're listening now, put on the headphones.
it'd be funny if your question was just spoiling the whole movie.
Okay,
That'd be
so
messed up, but
the three of us know what happens in Endgame. Chris doesn't, but what do you guys think happens next? So, what is Marvel's next move?
I think at this point they've actually announced what their next move was. They're going to focus on a lot of the Disney Plus and the TV shows. You got WandaVision, which is Scarlet Witch and Vision. You've got, which they just announced recently, Ghost Rider is getting his own show on Hulu. So Robbie Reyes is actually going to reprise his role from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Ghost Rider, and then he's going to have his own show, which,
Same actor?
yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like him.
I'm going to have to subscribe to Hulu because I loved. If you're gonna watch like the Agents of Shield and you want to see the Ghost Rider, just watch that one season. I think it was the last season of Agents of Shield on Netflix, and it's got all the Ghost Rider shit. Or is it 4? Season 4 or 5?
It's not in the last season. They end up in the future in space.
Oh,
or
that's
some
right.
crap.
No, it's like season 3 and 4 or 4 and 5. I don't remember, but you can figure it out. Look it up on Netflix, and it's awesome. I loved it. They're gonna do well. They're still working with Cloak and Dagger. They're going to do Loki gets his own show.
Ooh.
Maybe that'll explain where he goes when he Never mind. Yeah. So Loki will get his own show. We got Scarlet Witch, The Vision, Ghost Rider. There's one more. Fuck, I can't even think of it. Anyway, but they won't be doing Guardians 3 until 2020 next year. So they won't start filming Guardians until next year, and they may have that other person with them. We don't know yet, but they haven't said anything.
They should give Michael Pena his own show as a spinoff from Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah, like the security company. That's funny. Yeah.
Because like the memes made me laugh when it's like the reason Infinity or Endgame is 3 hours and it has him telling his stories. So there was this guy named Thanos, right?
That'd be funny. So what about movies? What's the next movie you think?
Spider-Man.
Spidey.
Well, yeah. What is it? Far From Home.
Far From Home. And then I don't
Black
know.
Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther gets another one. Doctor Strange
Doctor
gets another one.
Strange.
Yep. Captain Marvel
about-
gets. I think she said she signed on contract for 8 movies.
Holy
It-
crap! That is-
It's 8, not necessarily movies, but
Appearances.
yeah, I think so.
So
So she can just show up in every movie and just do something for 2 seconds.
Black Widow does get a solo movie.
That's right.
I'm
like
reading
an
the article.
origin story.
Yeah. They have what's called the Eternals, which goes way back, like to when the Infinity Stones were created.
Oh.
So they have a show working on that. So far, rumor has it that Angelina Jolie is going to be in it. Yeah. So,
When is Deadpool gonna combine?
I don't know. That's the biggest thing that they have to decide, because I honestly think that Dark Phoenix is probably the last hurrah of the X-Men current universe. I do have a feeling that they are going to do another X-Men movie, but it's going to be with the Marvel Studios.
I think they'll keep their cast though.
I don't. I think they'll go. I think they might go all new. I'm hoping that if they do it in time, I am seriously hoping that Hugh Jackman. Tell Jackie to stop dropping the babies on their head. Damn it. No, but I'm hoping that Hugh Jackman does reprise his role as Wolverine. At least not go out like Logan, but make some kind of timeline movie where he's like, "Here, bub, I'm the younger me, and you take the reins. Don't be like me in the future. Do this." And then they could throw in that whole quantum shit with Ant-Man and the Pims and, do all that. But I don't know, as far as what they're saying that, Deadpool is going to be a part of the X-Men universe, not the Avengers universe. So if they're going to continue it, they're going to do X-Men, but I only see that the next hero or villain that they could bring into this movie cinematic shit would be Galactus.
Oh, so
Big Silver
Surfer?
I would throw in Silver Surfer and Fantastic
I mean,
Four.
he's the Herald of Galactus, so.
Yeah.
You say Dark Phoenix is the last hurrah, but aren't they? Didn't they already say they're doing an X-Force movie, or Ryan Reynolds said they're doing an X-Force movie?
I didn't hear it. I don't remember, but they said they would like to.
Okay. Moving on.
That's it.
All right, let's move on to rando shit. Do you guys have any rando shit before we close this up?
Mortal
Yes.
Kombat is life.
Go ahead, John.
I officially am done with all my classes. I turned in my last assignment on Sunday, and so I am officially graduating from Washington State on Saturday with a bachelor's degree in business administration.
A
Congratulations,
BS,
buddy.
BS degree. Congratulations. Yeah.
Good
No,
job.
it's actually a Bachelor of Arts.
Yeah.
At
But,
WSU does Bachelor of Arts, so it's a BA.
no, I'm saying it's a BS degree. But yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Miguel.
What are you going to do with that degree?
Nothing yet.
Just work at Boeing.
Yep. Other rando. Speaking of Boeing, I actually had a phone interview for a job at Boeing in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh shit! Do it.
And you bombed it on purpose?
No, I did the normal. It's a structured interview where they ask you a series of questions that they ask everybody, and you answer them. And
I've
I haven't
driven
heard
by
back
that.
yet.
I know where that place is at in Mesa. I actually drove by that area, and I remember
So-
we turned into the parking lot and I was like, Boeing? Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yep, they build the Apache longbow there.
Wow.
So I interviewed for a job building Apache longbows. From what I understand, they generally don't like to hire
Transfers?
people who work in a union because they're non-union down there, and they generally don't like to hire people who are in a union. Basically, I'm assuming they're afraid that union employees will come down and try and unionize. I'm not sure how that works in Arizona, whether or not you can unionize in Arizona. I don't know. I was kind of surprised to get an interview, but I got an interview. Did the phone interview on Monday. There's a chance, probably pretty small chance, that I might be taking a job in Mesa and moving.
That'd be pretty cool, man.
Probably
No more
pretty small.
Seahawks games.
More desert, more
Except for
brown, more
Warm
hot,
weather.
warm
Brown
weather.
recluses.
Not warm, hot weather.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck
so
that.
my wife has really bad asthma, and the humidity in Washington means she's sick constantly. So the dry weather in Phoenix would be really good for her health.
And plus, we could all get together a lot,
More
Yeah.
often.
More often.
More often, yeah.
Heck yeah. Sweet. Do we have any other rando shit this week?
No, you want to wrap it up, so I'm okay with that.
I would like to encourage our listeners to go onto iTunes and give us a review, rate us about our podcast. And the next review that we get on iTunes is going to win a Mortal Kombat shirt from the console drones. This is Mortal Kombat 10. This has factions. I know it doesn't relate to Mortal Kombat 11, but I will be giving out this shirt for the next review that we get on iTunes. And tell your friends about our podcast. Everybody should be reviewing on iTunes. This will help us out in the long run. Miguel.
So just to throw it out there for the audio listeners, the shirt says "Choose your faction" on the front. It's from, and it has all 5 factions within a circle of different colors,
The Olympic circles.
which is in the design of the Olympic rings. Yeah. And then what does the back say, Chris?
The back says,
Fuck you, Chris. No.
yeah, it says "Let the games begin," and it has our website at consoledrones.com on it. So
They were definitely going for like a Mortal Kombat Olympic type theme. So I thought that shirt was really awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to check it out, I'm sure Joe could put a picture on the website for the audio listeners.
yeah, absolutely. So the next review that we get on iTunes, regardless of rating and whatever you say, let's make it a positive one now. If it's not positive, then we're probably not going to give you a shirt, but
Constructive. Don't say positive.
Yeah, because what if it's 3 out of 5 stars? It's kind of like in the middle.
If your review says "send my shirt," we're not gonna send you a shirt.
there you go. Good call, Miguel. Absolutely. So just make sure you...
But if it says "fuck you, Chris," we will send you like 6 shirts.
No.
Yeah. Not 6.
We
You'll
will
get-
send you 1 shirt with 6 thank yous.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know who the other 2 are, but yeah, you know. Sweet. Well, that's pretty much my rando shit. I just wanted to make sure that everyone is reviewing and rating on iTunes. This is what helps and drives our podcast for the future. This is pretty much me. This is going to conclude episode number 126. This is Chris. I'm going to go play some video games. I am out. Peace.
This is John. I'm going to play some video games. I'm out. I'm going to play all by myself, Miguel, you bastard.
Why is this all on me? Look at those guys over there.
I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat. This is Deuce. I'm out.
This is demonic. I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat. Game on.
I hate you all. Game on.
Game on. Sorry, guys. I got to leave quickly. See ya.
Bye.
Jesus.
I would potentially gift you Mortal Kombat if you would play it.
Oh.
But, I mean, it was a waste of money last time, and you said so yourself.
Gamer Talk Podcast, Season fucking 2.